In this video, we're going to be looking at the new Sirui 85mm f1.4 lens from their new Aurora range. You may have already seen a few reviews of this lens being used on full frame cameras because obviously it is a full frame lens. But guess what? I don't have a full frame camera, so I'm going to be testing it on the Sony A6700. Before we start getting into all the specs, let's take a look at some test shots I took with Tia. Right, oh, actually, yeah, stand right in the middle of the road there. Let me just get a couple of full-length jobbies. Don't know, maybe just like one in a pocket, like, you know, sort of, what, chill? Yeah. Let's just come in a bit closer. Maybe like one like looking, oh, what was that? Yeah, try looking over that way again, sorry. Oh yeah, that's quite nice. Yeah, like that. Oh, maybe sitting on the curb there, yeah. Let's just try one from quite low down, hold on. Get the screen out. Oh, just, yeah, stood. Yeah. Use the wall there as a bit of a... Looking that way. I also went out and took some test shots with my pal's little boy George, and I was also really happy with how these shots came out. There's plenty more test shots coming up soon, but for now let's just take a quick look at the specs. The lens has an all-metal alloy aluminium construction, so it feels pretty well made. It weighs 540 grams, which is only 35 grams more than the Sigma 16mm, just to give you a little bit of perspective. It's not only available in Sony E-mount, it also is available for Nikon and Fuji. It has a nice smooth aperture ring, which turns smoothly round to its minimum aperture of f16. But if you want, you also have this button which gives you the option of having the aperture ring click. There's an autofocus locking button, an AF/MF switch button, and a handy USB-C port for updating the firmware. They say the minimum focusing distance is 85 centimeters, but I actually found it to be 70 centimeters. I don't know if that's maybe just because I'm using it on an APS-C camera and that's causing that difference, but that's what I found in my tests. It's got a 67mm filter thread, there's a lens hood included, and there's also a little padded bag as well. Oh, and it also has a dustproof and waterproof gasket. At the time of filming this, Sirui are also giving away a free UV filter and black mist filter, although these are first come, first served. Anyway, enough about the specs, let's take a little look at some more example shots. The autofocus is pretty snappy. I wouldn't say it's probably quite as good as some of the dedicated APS-C lenses I've got, but you know, it was very good. You can see here from this quick little burst mode test that I did with Aidan, I found the success rate to be around 90%. And even in a more street photography scenario where I wasn't in burst mode, I was just in single shot mode, I still managed to get these couple of shots, one of this guy on a bike and another of this guy out running, where the lens did a really great job of focusing. It seems to lock onto objects really well. And it performed really well in a quick video test as well, where it managed to lock onto me all the time that I was in frame. I did notice a little bit of vignetting in the images, which is pretty easily fixed in Lightroom, although just bear in mind you're going to have to do this manually because there is no profile set up for this lens in Lightroom yet. All in all, I thought this was a pretty great lens, to be honest. If you're craving some bokeh, this lens is certainly going to deliver that. Just obviously bear in mind that 128mm field of view when you're using it on an APS-C camera. It's not going to make it the most versatile of lenses, so it's definitely going to be more of interest for those of you out there that are more into portrait photography. The lens is supposed to retail for $599, but at the moment, Sirui still have it on offer at $499, which compared to the Sony 85mm G Master at $1,299 and the Sigma 85mm at $935, that's not a bad price. So I hope you enjoyed that and it came in useful. Please by all means think about liking and subscribing, leaving a comment, all that sort of stuff. It really helps out small channels like me. And I will see you again in the next one. Cheers.